Whether you're a seasoned mariner or just testing the water, Your Hometown Marina has all the info you need to navigate the thrills and spills of the boating lifestyle. Coming to you from our home port of Glencove Marina at the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks, host Deborah Wolfe joins boating expert Sherry Jackson and Captain Steve Lemens to help you get off the dock and on the water with sound advice from Your Hometown Marina. Welcome to Your Hometown Marina. We're joined by Glencove Marina owner Sherry Jackson and Captain Steve Lemens to discuss the importance of having service technicians that you can trust. The service techs are out on the water constantly.
We're out there all the time, and if they see a problem, they come back, they tell our service writers, and our service writers will call the customer. They do a very good job of checking that boat out. And they are writing on that work order, this boat, it needs new batteries, or it needs an impeller, or it needs this, whatever it needs. And so when we go out, we can actually make that boat ready so they won't have any problems.
You may be mechanically inclined and you may say, well, yeah, I can do that, but it ain't Grandpa's six-cylinder Chevy anymore. We're talking motors that got computers, closed water cooling systems, no distributors. There's so much more involved.
All the more reason for people to keep it in one location if at all possible, if they're doing a good job for the customer.
Right.
Because that way the records have been kept year after year after year.
It gets to almost like you'd like to take your car back to the same mechanic. Everybody wants to take their boat back to the same guy that worked on it because they enjoyed how clean they are when they're in the boat and how efficiently they do their job.
We try very hard to take care of our customers. They continue to come back to us, and that's what it's all about.
Stay tuned to Your Hometown Marina. After the break, Maasen of Polylift will join us with a valuable tip to keep your boating investment safe even when it's on the lift. Ozark Barge and Dock has been delivering the best quality workmanship and design on the Lake of the Ozarks since 1988. Designed to provide you with low maintenance and durability, our docks will float you through years of fun and recreation. Even in rough water, you can enjoy the lake like it should be. Contact Ozark Barge and Dock at 573-372-5501 or come visit us at our P Road location just off Highway 5 between Gravois Mill and Lorry. Sit back and relax while our skilled employees use top quality materials to create the dock of your dreams. We always welcome your questions and comments at Your Hometown Marina. Feel free to email us at YHTM@GlencoveMarina.com. In this episode, Maasen of Polylift has an important tip to help keep your boat safe even when it's on the lift.
When you leave your boat, regardless of what you're doing, no matter what lift you have, I don't know if you bought the cheapest thing you can find or the most expensive thing you should find, you should always at least put a rope on your boat. Things can happen. A hose clamp can come loose, a critter, a muskrat can come chew on a hose and make a little hole in it where it goes down, so it's always safe. Bob here, he's got these ropes all set up. When this lift goes down, these are all pre-done, it goes down, he can only have to be here, and this thing will stay right where it's at. If for some reason it goes down and he's away from the boat, he can do his iPhone, the way he's got his set up, he can raise the lift back up. It'll raise the boat in the exact same spot because he's got these guide ropes on it to put it right where he wants it. Whether it's a jet ski, a pontoon, a cruiser, a runabout, or an expensive MTI, it doesn't matter. Tie up your boat.
When we come back, we'll have some important advice on personal watercraft safety from world champion Dan O'Keefe. He also happens to be Glencove's chief personal watercraft technician. So stick around. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsor. We cruised on over to the captain's kitchen to meet with kitchen manager John Stubblefield and chef Ryan Arnold.
We have our grouper pontchartrain. It's a blackened grouper with the pontchartrain sauce on top. It's about a 6 to 8 ounce portion of fish. Grill it blackened on the flat top. Blacken on both sides just to make sure that the flavor's there for you. Whenever you turn your fish, sometimes some of the seasoning likes to come off, so that way you're covered with seasoning. And while that's cooking, we make the sauce. The sauce consists of mushrooms, shrimp, crab meat, a little bit of spicy brown mustard, heavy cream, and Cajun seasoning. With the sauce, you start with the butter and then saute your mushrooms, crab, and shrimp together. When they're about cooked all the way, you'll add your mustard to spice up the dish a little bit. And then from there, you'll add your heavy cream. Bring your heat up so it can come up to a boil so it'll reduce down.
See how that's thickening it up?
Once it's to a boil, if you see it start to break or something like that, just add a little bit more heavy cream in there to bring it right back to life.
So we'll go ahead and take this off. This guy's ready. Put it right there on the bed of rice. Take Get our sauce, pour it right over the fish.
The complete recipe can be found on the Your Home Town Marina webpage at glencovemarina.com. Regardless of the body of water on which you play, every boating season is bound to have its share of mishaps. And with personal watercraft exploding in popularity among people of all ages, we thought we'd bring you some important pointers from a seasoned expert, world champion PWC racer Dan O'Keefe. You have a young son.
Yes.
So when he says, Dad, I want to race, what are you going to tell him?
Just as long as he's careful.
You're going to strap the helmet on and go, buddy, go?
Definitely helmet and life vest.
But yeah, in fact, it's the question I get almost every single day. When's he going to start racing?
I'm sure that you've been out and about on the lake and seen people just racing.
Yes.
Just for the joy of it. And you can understand how much fun it is, but you surely have safety advice for people.
Yeah, you know, when you get involved in a race, whether it's recreational or a sanctioned body, you always got to pay attention to everything around you. You know, if you're so worried about a race with your buddy on the lake, you still need to keep track of what's out in front of you and where you're at and your surroundings, and you're not going to cut anybody off or cause an accident.
This summer, across the United States, more than 1 million personal watercraft will take to the water.
When I head out for fun on my PWC, I promise to scan the water.
Avoid aggressive maneuvers.
Follow local boating laws.
Examine my equipment.
React to conditions.
I promise to insist on a safe distance.
Drive sober.
Evaluate waterways.
Respect the environment.
I promise to be a safe rider.
I promise to be a safe rider.
I promise to be a safe rider.
We often find that we get so busy discussing the boating lifestyle that we forget to introduce you to our hometown, which is the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. So in this episode, we decided what better place to start than the project that began it all, the building of Bagnell Dam. With more than 6,500 square feet, Willmore Lodge is the crowning jewel in our lake area history. The Adirondack-style structure was built as an administration complex for Union Electric during the construction of Bagnell Dam. It's hard to believe that this magnificent retreat was once assembled like a set of Lincoln logs. Constructed of western white pine, the entire structure was originally shipped by rail from the Northwest before finding a home atop a Missouri stone. Completed in 1930, the two-story living area, 29 rooms that include an elegant dining room, opulent guest suites, and state-of-the-art appliances hinted at the lavish entertainment to come. All this extravagance came at a high price. Prior to the completion of Bagnell Dam, the view from the lodge included wooded valleys and grassy fields along the narrow Osage River. Those images drowned beneath the floodwaters of what would become the Lake of the Ozarks. The names of each of the 5 guest suites bears witness to the bittersweet beginnings of Bagnell Dam. Lynn Creek, Zebra, Passover, Arnold Mills, and Nonsuch were all lost or relocated to make way for the Great Osage River Project. Today, Willmore Lodge is home to the Lake Area Chamber of Commerce. The plush guest suites have been replaced by the Bagnell Dam History Museum, where exhibits and artifacts tell the story of the monumental engineering project that gave birth to the Lake of the Ozarks.
In 1999, the Visitor Center opened and the museum was available to the public. We have 5 rooms in the museum, and each one of those rooms was named after one of the towns that it was abandoned when the lake started to fill after the dam was finished. And the first room is now the Visitor Center for the tourists that come in, because that's where the information about the attractions and the different businesses are located. And then after that, the rooms of the museum deal with the time before the dam was completed and before the lake filled. It has a little bit of the Indian history, a little bit of the industry of the area. And the next room is the actual dam construction room. After that is the operation room, operation of the dam, with some of the original models that were used by the engineers when the dam was being built. And finally, the last room deals with the geography and geology of the lake. We are open 7 days a week. The museum hours are from 9 to 3 on weekends and from 9 to 4:30 during the week. We welcome visitors from all over the world. We are, for the most part, their first view of the lake. And it's a magnificent view, and I think you can appreciate that view behind me.
More information about Willmore Lodge can be found online at www.willmorelodge.com.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment.
Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
And now it's time to enjoy a little Captain's Cocktail served up by two-time best bartender at the lake, Justin Wallace.
I'm going to be making a signature drink called Scallywag today. It's got a little bit of 151 rum, coconut rum, amaretto, Southern Comfort, peach schnapps, a dash of grenadine, a little sweet and sour, some pineapple juice, and a dash of 7-Up. Half an ounce of coconut rum, about a quarter ounce of amaretto, quarter ounce of Southern Comfort, little peach schnapps, little grenadine. Grenadine's touchy. Pineapple juice. Top it off with 7-Up.
Captain's Cocktail can also be found on the Your Home Town Marina webpage at glencovemarina.com. Thanks for stopping by Your Home Town Marina. Be sure to keep an eye out for our next episode when we discuss some common mechanical problems that could leave you adrift. You can catch all the episodes of Your Home Town Marina on the Glencove Marina homepage at www.glencovemarina.com.